The coronavirus pandemic has disrupted the ways in which people live and work, and many are left feeling understandably stressed, confused, and even frightened. Colleen XP has used her talent through her music, providing musical therapy during these uncertain times. Who is Colleen XP? This Bouyon artist is Dominica's most popular female artist. She has dominated the stage as top female artist in the Bouyon genre.
Colleen XP, the mother, Colleen XP, the registered nurse, Colleen XP, the Bouyon queen, Colleen XP, the domino queen. I sure you didn't know that. Colleen XP, I'm just this humble little person from Girardel, and I love this stage. It's my home away from home, and I love making people feel good, which is why I went into nursing in the first place, and not the reason why I left it, but music took over, you know, and managing two heavy careers, one had to give in, you know, and hey, here I am right now, still performing as a registered nurse, but just through music. You know, you're still giving people therapy, and we always tend to forget the mental health of a person, and it's very, very important. And without the mental, you cannot be physically fit. You know, they go hand in hand. So I'm still performing my duties as a registered nurse, but just through music.
Musical therapy with Colleen XP commenced 2 months ago with no vision of continuance.
It was Cornell's idea to, it wasn't supposed to be a musical therapy, but it was just something to get us going. Like we were there, we were idle. Since from Carnival, you know, we have been dormant, hadn't played anywhere or done anything musically other than just in the studio. So we decided to do a live show just to keep in touch with the fan base and, you know, to let everybody know that we're still here and we're safe from the COVID-19, you know. And then the response we got after we did that first one, we decided, we cannot just do one and let it pass. You know, we have to keep going and going. And then we're like, since that it has been such an inspiration to people, it's therapy, it's therapeutic. You know, people were going through desperate times, and you know, they were feeling depressed and anxious and so on, and they felt like the music had brought them to a place where they were relaxed, they were calm. And being a registered nurse, I was just like, yes, musical therapy.
The virtual show has entertained many who have had to remain home during lockdown. There has thus far been 9 volumes of musical therapy. Besides Bouyon and soca, other genres such as reggae, dancehall, kadas, zouk, compa, R&B, and hip-hop are also featured.
It has grown so much, you know, from persons who had never heard of Colleen XP to persons like, oh my God, I didn't know she had all that music, you know, because most of the time that we perform, I perform like a lot of mixed genres, you know, so I do a lot of other people's music. But I have, like, last Sunday, we did a whole 3-hour straight Colleen XP set, you know, so the fan base has grown tremendously, and even more people are coming on board, because a lot of people are talking about it right now. Your Sundays has never been the same since musical therapy. So everybody's looking forward to it, everybody's talking about it, and more we are seeing that the fan base is growing.
No need to ask me where I wanna be. Oh, I've been waiting for so long, and now my time has come. My friends and my family, with you I long to be. Yeah. My heart's a joy to see our island, our culture, our people together in unity. Raise your flags up high, the limit is the sky. Represent your country, hold your flags up high. Hand in hand together, we are a people strong. So in spite of struggles, we will carry on. Hey, oh Lord, I've never done something like this before. So amazing, so amazing. For Girl, the way you whine, say you got me wanting more. So amazing, so amazing. I'm taking no wine on somebody, but I don't know who you are. Can't remember if I met you already. Maybe I seen you from afar. I don't know what to do. No, you got me hooked on you. I don't know you, but I'm taking a wine on a wheelie float. Ah, woo. Na 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 na. Hey, XP, Sister El Mapel. My lips taste like soft caramel. And if I let you kiss me, would you tell? Look, boy, me no one know about that. I know you're looking and you like what you see. You tell your boys you want to put it on. I'm so sexy, and I know that you will agree. 'Cause it's like Christmas, I'm singing fa la 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 la. I make you run, go and tell your mama. You got me shouting, la na 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 na. No more drama, not to one another. Your girl hot, but you know I'm hotter. Just want to turn your bird like fire. You know the sweetest girls are from Dominica. Oh, I wanna take a wine on your banana. Whoa,
She has used the opportunity to invest in her own merchandise.
A lot more people are into Colleen XP, my music, what I'm doing. It has even brought on the opportunity of where now people want Colleen XP merch. You know, so I have created, Cornell, I just say, has created an online store where now people can get their t-shirts, their mugs, their hats, whatever it is that they want, with their Colleen XP logo or branding on there, you know. And right now it has brought on opportunities where people who have not known, people in the music industry, promoters and advertisers and so on, who were not aware of Colleen XP, they are now aware and they are contacting me. So this is something that I'm very much looking forward to, the end of COVID-19, you know, because that's when you can actually get to go out and do so much more than just the virtual shows and so on.
Over the years, she has worked collaboratively with her husband, who is also her manager. This has contributed to her musical journey, resulting in opportunities that could only take place during this new normal as a couple.
Oh my God. It's like, can I say a rock and a hard place? I'm just kidding. But it can prove to be very exciting at times, and sometimes it can be very difficult, because you always have to remember that there's the manager and there's the husband. You cannot mix the business with the personal, right? Even if sometimes it might end up that way, but it's a great experience. Like, for example, if we were not married, maybe we wouldn't have even been able to have the musical therapy, because, you know, we have curfew and everybody has to be social distancing and so on and so forth. So it has been very good, and he pushes me to and beyond my limits. And sometimes I get really mad at him for that. But I know he's just looking out for me, and, you know, he just wants the best for Colleen XP.
The new initiative has allowed her to give back to the people of Dominica, something she wishes to continue. She has thus far donated tokens of appreciation to her fans, including a few single mothers.
I mean, it's something that I've always wanted to do. I always want to give back, and even if it's small, it might seem small, but it's coming from my heart, right? And because of musical therapy, again, a lot of people have donated, they have contributed to the cause, and seeing that they have blessed us, there's no reason for me to keep all to myself, you know, when I know that there are other people who are in need. And just from getting the response from the mothers that we donated to, or from the students from the Giridel Primary School that we donated tablets and computers to, their reaction was so overwhelming. It was like, yes, you know, because they really needed the stuff, and somebody just come on and just give it to them, you know. So the Lord has blessed me, and I feel like it's always something that is good to give back to people. When you have, even if you might have two of something, you don't really need the two, you want to give out one. There's nothing wrong in that, you know. So it's something that I will definitely continue to do, and hopefully on a much larger scale.
Colleen XP hopes that one day she will be able to grace Dominica's biggest stage the World Creole Music Festival?
Some people have mixed feelings about the Creole Festival where they're like, Carlyn has been on the Creole Festival, what are you talking about? But I just want to clear the air on that. Yes, I have been on the World Creole Music Festival stage, but never as Colleen XP. I've been there maybe doing backups for Ophelia, for Mikel, for Carter's Icons, and even for Timaya, and always behind somebody, backing them up, but never as the front person, as Creole Festival headline, and you see performing Colleen XP, so I'm ready. My fans know that I'm ready now that I have the music. They know we're ready for Creole Festival, main stage, prime time, might I add that in there? So I think we're ready for Colleen XP on the Creole Festival.
The Bouyon Artist calls on new generation artists to have patience and remain humble. She encourages youth to keep striving.
Don't sit back and wait until something falls in your lap, because it won't. Some of us might be extra lucky and have that, but don't wait. You might sit back and say, for example, even with musical therapy, you sit back and say, boy, the country, look at what Corona put us, and when we're going to get the next gig again. But you can wake up and decide, no, I'm going to see how can I put my talent and my music and help it make money for me, and you come up with these virtual shows. Right, there you go. So you don't just sit back and wait for somebody to come to you. Go to people. You're going to get a million no's before you get that one yes that really matters. So you don't just sit back and you wait for people to come to you. You go to people, you try new ventures, you try new things. Something is going to stick. You go to people, you ask questions. I always remember my teacher saying, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Even if you think it's dumb and people are going to laugh at you, still ask that question, because most of the times they all want to ask the same question, but they know it might sound dumb, so they don't want to ask it. So you ask questions, you go to people, you look up to people who has gone through the struggle before you, and they know what it is like. You get advice, you seek help if you need it, because sometimes we like to come out with this thing that because we have one hit song, we are all that. No, you have to stay humble. As always, stay humble. You ask questions, you look up to the elders who has gone through it before you, and you just stay humble.
Scientifically, music therapy is an evidence-based clinical use of musical interventions to improve one's quality of life. Music therapists use music and its many facets to include physical, emotional, mental, and social to help people improve their health in emotional, cognitive, communicative, and social domains by using both active and receptive music experiences. The healing power of music is vast, and Colleen XP continues to promote mental health using the power of music to reduce distress, warming the hearts of not only Dominicans but supporters worldwide. Alia Martin for Government Information Service.